Pep, the build-up wheat cereal, invites you to rocket into the future with... Stand by to raise ship. Blast off minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. As rolling rockets blast off to distant planets and far-flung stars, we take you to the age of the conquest of space with...
Attention, crew. We are clear of the asteroid belt. Resume scanner watch for Captain Parker and the missing rocket scout. Attention, crew. Attention, crew.
Manned by Captain Strong and his crew of space cadets, the rocket cruiser Polaris blasts through the blackness of the void, combing millions of miles of empty space for the missing rocket scout 4J9, unreported for almost 3 days. On the control deck, Tom Corbett and his skipper guide their powerful ship on an erratic search orbit, tracking down every target on the radar scanners, checking every wandering meteor. But as the hours pass, the search seems to grow more and more hopeless, and the reports from Roger Manning on the radar bridge topside become more and more discouraging.
Control deck guy. Go ahead, Roger.
Nothing in this area, Tom. Not even space does.
Did we cover this whole sector?
Backwards and forwards and inside out.
All right. Stand by for orders. Captain Strong.
I heard him, Tom. Let me speak to him.
Right, sir. Here's the skipper, Rog.
Hello, Manning.
Yes, sir.
Where are we now?
Approaching the orbital Jupiter, 3 degrees above the plane of the ecliptic.
All right. Rack up a new heading toward Ganymede and get it down to me.
Yes, sir. 2 shakes of a spaceport mileage. We're here for a job.
Tom, call Astro and tell him to cut speed to 1/4.
Aye, sir. Control deck to power deck. Check in.
Howdy, guy.
Ease her off, Astro. 1/4 space speed.
Found anything?
No, Astro. Preparing to change course.
Oh, okay. 1/4 it is. 1/4 as ordered, Tom.
Right.
Listen, Tom.
What?
I know we're going to look for this needle. Space is an awful big haystack.
I know. But I guess we'll search until we're sure of one thing.
What's that?
That Captain Parker is either alive or dead.
Well, Tom, Commander Arkwright feels that further search is useless. He's ordering us back to Earth.
Oh, no, sir, not yet.
Orders are orders, Tom. Notify Manning to plot a new course back to Earth.
Yes, sir.
Radar bridge control deck.
Control deck guy. What is it, Rog? I was just going to call you.
Listen, Tom, I don't know whether I'm seeing spots in front of my eyes or not, but I'm getting a blip on my scanner.
Well, you've had them before. Probably a meteorite. Just a space hobo.
Manning, feed it down here on the control deck screen. Let me have a look at it.
Aye, sir, here it is.
Tom, that's no meteor. That space hobo is a jet boat.
A jet boat? It must belong to the rocket scout.
Right. And Captain Parker must be on it. Break out the spacesuits, Tom. You and I are blasting over there in our own jet boat to take a look. Steady, Tom. We're coming alongside. Give me braking rockets full.
Braking rockets full.
2 degrees starboard.
Aye, sir.
Steady now. Coming up on her. Magnetic couplers. Nice work, Tom. Our airlocks are in conjunction. Cut all jet power.
All ready to go aboard, sir.
Right. I'll open the airlocks.
I'll open the other portal, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir. We can climb in.
Come on. Be careful, Tom.
Okay, we're over now.
Parker! Parker!
See him anywhere, sir?
No. Parker! Parker, where are you?
Pilot's compartment is empty, sir.
And so is the rest of the cabin, Tom. The boat is empty.
Empty? Then what happened to Captain Parker?
thrilling adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, in just a moment, so stand by.
Hear that? You know what that sound is? It's a pioneer of the skies striking out for new worlds to conquer. You're listening to the blazing roar of a jet plane.
You fellas and girls, when you grow up, there will be new frontiers to conquer, new challenges, new discoveries in the air age of tomorrow.
When the time comes, will you have what it takes to be a jet pilot? Well, the smart thing to do is to start your training now. Learn all the different kinds of jets. And what's more important, keep yourself in top-notch trim.
That's where Kellogg's Pep can help you. Kellogg's Pep is more than just a swell-tasting cereal. Kellogg's Pep supplies you with important food values. Food values you need to keep yourself in top-notch shape.
And that's why it's so smart to make sure you eat Kellogg's Pep every single morning. Because Kellogg's Pep gives you more of those builder-upper food values than any other wheat flake cereal.
And Pep gives you real flavor, too. A flavor that keeps you coming back for more.
Ask Mom to start serving Kellogg's Pep first thing tomorrow. Help yourself to get set for your future by helping yourself to the better-than-ever build-up wheat cereal, Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P. Pep. And stay tuned for the big news about the swell prize you get in every package of Kellogg's Pep.
Searching through the endless darkness of space for Captain Parker and the missing rocket scout 4J9, Captain Strong and the Space Cadets have finally found his emergency jet boat, drifting aimlessly near the orbit of Jupiter. But when Tom and Captain Strong board the boat, they find it empty.
What do you suppose could have happened to him, Captain Strong? Think he abandoned ship?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I don't think Parker ever blasted off in this boat.
What?
The food lockers are still full of emergency rations. Well, there's water in the tanks. The oxygen supply is full.
Then maybe the boat was launched by accident.
No, hardly. The controls are set for automatic flight in what looks to me like a wide orbit around Jupiter.
Then Parker simply jettisoned the boat?
Yes, but for a reason, of course. He was leaving it as a sort of marker or signpost.
Hey, not bad. But then he should have left some kind of a message.
Oh, he did. Right here on the control panel, in the logbook.
What's he say?
Rocket Scout 4J9 hit by meteor, losing reaction mass, communications out, only enough fuel left to reach Jupiter.
Jupiter? Oh, no, he didn't.
Only chance will be he crash landing on surface of Jupiter, leaving jet boat and message, praying you will find me, signed Mitch Parker, Captain Rocket Scout 4J9.
What a choice he had. To die in space or land on Jupiter, the worst planet in the whole solar system.
And this message is dated 4 days ago, Tom.
4 days? He could never survive on Jupiter that long.
No, if he even reached it. Well, come on. Let's get back to the Polaris. We've got some heavy blasting to do.
Hey, Roger. Roger.
Yeah, what do you want, Astro?
Any word from the skipper and Tom? They've been on that jet boat for 15 minutes now.
I'll say there's word. The skipper just called me. They're on the way back, and he's ordered me to rack up a new heading. Straight for Jupiter.
Jupiter? Oh, no. After all the times they've told us to avoid that planet like a plague?
Manning, have you got that heading?
Oh, yes, Captain Strong, but,
What, Manning?
You're not serious, are you, sir?
We're really going to land on Jupiter?
Now, look, Captain Parker had to sit down on Jupiter. I'm sure he would have preferred a nice, warm, civilized place like Earth or Venus or Mars, but he had no choice. And if by some remote miracle he's been able to survive the storms, cold, and the miserable freezing nights, we're going to find him. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure is, sir. Then man your stations. We blast in 1 minute.
Control that guy.
Tom, I'm getting a signal from the surface of Jupiter.
What?
I can hardly make it out through all the static, but I'm sure it's a radio signal.
Manning, this is Captain Strong. Feed it down here, quick.
Here it is, sir.
Did you make anything out of it, sir?
Oh, it's a lot of hash, but it's a radio signal, all right.
I think someone down there is trying to get through, sir. But I can't make it out. It's so dark.
Well, we'll cut closer to the surface. Maybe the signal will come in stronger, and we can find out where it's coming from. Hello, power deck. Give me full space speed. We're going in. This is the strongest the signal has been. Parker must be on Jupiter somewhere. Tom, tell Astro and Manning to stand by their intercoms. I want to talk to all of them.
Aye, sir. Attention, crew. Stand by. Skipper wants to talk to us.
Astro standing by. What's up, Junior?
Stop wasting time, Raj. You'll find out soon enough.
My, making noises like a real head yachty.
All right, fellas, pay attention. Now, this is a decision for all of us to make. There is reason to believe that Captain Parker is alive on Jupiter. The strength of the signal indicates he's somewhere in the area directly below us.
Well, what are we waiting for, sir? Let's get him.
Now, let me tell you a few things about Jupiter first, Manning. Even though it's a giant planet, it whirls on its axis like a top. Now, this action creates storms that make our hurricanes on Earth seem like spring breezes.
Pep, they're listening to Manning, sir. Big winds never bother us anymore. Very funny.
Now, pay attention. This is nothing to joke about. The days are only 6 hours long, and it's plenty cold. But when night falls, it becomes so cold that no living thing can exist on its surface for more than 20 minutes.
Nice friendly planet.
Yeah, I'm not through yet. Gravity on Jupiter is 2.5 times that of Earth. So every step you'll take, you'll feel as if you're dragging a ton of plutonium. And finally, the atmosphere is full of noxious gases, methane and ammonia. Now, what do you say?
Only one thing I can think of, sir. When do we land?
Do you all feel that way?
I always wanted to pick up some weight. I'll gain 300 pounds in no time.
How about you, Manning?
You need help in keeping these jokers out of trouble, sir. Count me in.
Thanks, boys. Then stand by for landing.
Ready or not, Jupiter, here we come. Well, we're down, sir.
Oh, that was a rough one.
You mean we made it? We're still in one piece?
Yeah, Roger. Spaceman's luck was riding with us.
I don't know how you did it, Captain Strong. I've been holding my breath for the last 30 seconds.
I told you guys I'd bring you down okay.
Thanks, Manning.
All right, now, let's get to work. Tom, see if you can raise Parker's ship.
Aye, sir. Rocket Cruiser Polaris to Rocket Scout 4J9. Rocket Cruiser Polaris to Rocket Scout 4J9. Come in. Come in, Captain Parker. Nothing at all, sir. Just a lot of electronic interference.
I was afraid of that. Corbett and Manning, break out your thermal suits and storm gear. We'll have a look around outside. I'll meet you at the airlock.
Aye, aye, sir.
And don't forget your respirators. You won't last 30 seconds in that methane and ammonia atmosphere.
Captain Strong, what about me?
Somebody has to stay aboard the ship, Astro, and you're it.
How do you rate all these soft jobs, Astro? Doping off in here while we freeze out there on this overgrown iceberg.
Turn off the space gas. If he told you to stay in here, you'd have griped your head off.
Blow your jets. The skipper's taking me along because he wants to be sure of finding Captain Parker, that's all.
Manning, your hot air should raise the temperature of Jupiter enough to make it a tropical paradise. Go on now. Blast off.
Captain, I'm beat. Can't we rest a while? My legs feel like dead weights. I can hardly drag them.
Yeah. I'm in the same orbit, sir.
All right. We'll stop for a minute. I'm tired myself. That's no wonder. We each weigh about 450 pounds.
450 pounds? I ought to start reducing.
The only thing you ought to reduce is the size of your head.
One more crack like that, and I'll reduce the number of your teeth.
Are you fellas at it again?
I guess we're a little tired, sir. Sorry.
Well, just rest here while I look around.
What does he think he's going to see through that electronic viewer? All we're looking for is a bunch of static. This entire mission's been a wild goose chase from the start.
Hold it, Roger. The skipper's waving at us and pointing at something. Give me that viewer.
Here.
Yeah. I see it. It's a spaceship. Of all the blind luck, we've found it.
I don't believe it. Let me look. Jumping Jupiter. What do you know? I brought the Polaris right to it.
Come on, boys. We have only 2 hours of daylight left. And that ship is over a mile away.
A mile? I can cover that in no seconds flat.
Yeah, on Earth you can, but not on Jupiter.
Well, let's go. Here we are, boys. We made it.
I don't see how.
Me either.
Now, give me a hand here. I've got to open the airlock.
Come on, Raj. Crack away. Some of this ice.
Yeah. A little more on this side, boys, and the airlock will be free.
I've got it.
All right. Now, let's hope it'll open.
There it goes.
This side, quick. And don't fall, or we'll need a derrick to pick you up.
Step it up, will you, Junior? Let's get out of this cold. Outer portal cleared, sir.
Close it. I'll equalize the pressure.
Pressure system sounds like it's in good shape, so the hull isn't sprung.
Thank goodness for that.
Pressure equalized.
All right, boys. You can remove your masks now, and let's go.
These scouts aren't very big. We won't have far to look.
All right, this way. Pilot's compartment is up forward.
Look at all those sacks of mail. An awful lot of people aren't going to get letters.
No, we'd never be able to transfer all this stuff ourselves.
Tom, give me your space light, quick.
Oh, here you are, sir.
Hey, look! On the floor of the flight compartment.
Why, it's Parker.
He's not moving. Great Ganymede, is he?
Oh, he's still alive, Manning, but he's in a bad way. We've got to get him back to the Polaris.
Oh, we can't carry him, not under this gravity.
We've got to, somehow. On the ball, fellas.
Hey, can't we stop a minute? This is murder.
No, Manning. Keep moving. Every minute out here lessens Parker's chances.
It's getting dark. Awfully fast, Captain Strong.
But that's another reason to move. No one can survive out here at night. Now get rolling.
Hey, what's that? Captain Strong. Look! Up there on top of those mountains. I must be seeing things. The mountains are blowing their tops.
It's the hydrogen in the methane atmosphere, uniting with the sodium in the mountainside.
The ground! It's moving! An earthquake! Get down flat! Quick!
No, don't. You'll never get up again. Come on, both of you. Get in a huddle. We'll lean on each other and brace ourselves. It's our only chance.
We'll return to the exciting adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, in just a moment. So stand by. Hold everything. Listen to the big news about the magic moving picture eye, brought to you by Kellogg's Pep.
Fellas and girls, just ask Mom to buy Kellogg's Pep, and then you'll get the swellest prize you ever saw, a magic moving picture eye.
Here's how the magic eye works. It's a gleaming plastic disc with a picture in the middle. When you hold the magic eye in your hand and tip it back and forth, the picture starts to move. Really move. Say, you'll have everybody guessing about your magic power.
You'll see speeding trains, movie stars and sport champions like Bob Hope of Paramount Pictures and tennis star Bobby Riggs. And pictures of your TV favorites like Tom Corbett.
16 different pictures altogether. And best of all, listen to this. To get your magic eye, you don't have to send in. You don't have to mail any box tops. Your magic eye is waiting for you right now at your neighborhood grocer's. That's right. There's a magic moving picture eye packed in every box of Kellogg's Pep. Free. At no extra cost. Yes, at the same time that you get a better-than-ever tasting cereal that helps you to have good bones and strong muscle, you get a swell prize, too. Start your magic moving picture eye collection now.
That's right. Get your magic eye. Ask Mom to buy Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P. Pep.
Finding Captain Parker in the wreckage of his rocket scout on the surface of Jupiter, Tom, Roger, and Captain Strong tried desperately to carry the unconscious man back to their rocket cruiser, the Polaris. But they have to fight the overwhelming gravity force on the planet. Gravity that adds almost 300 pounds to their weight, making each step a tremendous effort. Then suddenly, halfway back to the Polaris, the surrounding mountains seem to explode, and the ground heaves and shakes beneath their feet.
Hang on, boys. Try not to fall down.
This planet's gone crazy. How long will this last, Captain Strong?
There's no way of telling. Maybe seconds. Maybe hours.
Captain, I can't take much more of this.
Well, you've got to, Manning.
Hey, look! The ground is opening up. We're dead ducks. Run for it.
No, wait.
Got it!
Jumping jets! That chasm opened up right behind us. 2 feet closer and we would have dropped through.
Listen, boys. Those explosions, they're dying down.
Guess the worst of it is over, sir.
Temporarily. They'll start again. So let's get moving while we still have the chance. The next earthquake may wreck the Polaris.
By the rings of Saturn, I never thought you fellas would make it.
What's the matter? Think we're a bunch of sissies?
Hey, what's the matter with you, Roger?
You're talking like you had a mouthful of hot potatoes.
My face, it's just cold, that's all. I haven't thawed out yet.
Well, at last we found something to keep him quiet.
All right, boys. All right. Man your stations. Those mountaintops are starting to flare again.
Gangway, I've had enough of that routine.
Rocket motors are warmed up and ready, sir.
Right. Make this fast, Astro.
You bet, sir.
Straight, Tom.
Yes, sir. But what about Captain Parker?
Oh, he's pretty sick. I think he'll pull through. He's asleep now, down in my cabin. All right, now, stand by for blast-off.
Attention, crew. Stand by for blast-off.
Radar bridge mounting ready. Power deck, Astro ready.
Energize the cooling pumps.
Pumps in operation, sir.
Feed reactant. Make it D13 to counteract the gravity.
Reactant feeding at D13 rate, sir.
Switch in takeoff gyros.
Gyros on, sir. Honestly, Skipper, I never thought we'd ever get off Jupiter alive.
I had some very strong doubts myself. 5 seconds to blast off. 4.
Goodbye, Jupiter. If I ever see you again, it'll be through a telescope.
0. Rocket away!
Don't miss the next action-packed adventure with Tom Corbett and the Space Cadets on Tuesday, when danger and death strike from the void in the mystery of the Space Station of Danger. Tune in, same time, same station, for the next thrilling interplanetary adventure with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Brought to you by Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal. Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, starring Frankie Thomas, can also be seen on television and appears in the comic sections of many of America's leading newspapers. Look for it daily and in weekend editions. Featured in the cast are Al Markham as Astro, Jan Merlin as Roger Manning, and Edward Bryce as Captain Strong. Today's program was written by Jack Weinstock and Willie Gilbert, directed by Drex Hines. Jackson Beck speaking.
Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret. Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret.
And what a secret. In Kellogg's Raisin Bran, the tasty raisins are dipped in honeycomb. That means plumper, more tender raisins, along with delicious golden crisp bran flakes, both fruit and cereal, all in one box. And no other raisin bran but Kellogg's gives you the tender goodness of raisins dipped in honeycomb. That's Kellogg's secret. So for your breakfast, make sure you get Kellogg's, because
Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret.
This program has come to you from New York. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.